Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more Friday Night Magic. Today I'm going to be playing the Sword of the Samurai deck, and Joe Mama here is really excited to be playing against me. I gotta throw him a bone. Throw him a bone. Good luck, have fun. Woohoo! All right, let's take a look at this opening hand. It is actually okay. I do have a turn 1 and a turn 2 drop. Again, nothing, I can't play him anytime soon, but I also have a Sword of War and Peace. So for all those reasons, we are going to go ahead and keep this hand. Let's get that chat box out of here. Okay, so yes, I'm playing the Samurai Boshido deck, Boshido Isamaru. I made like this little song about this deck the other day. No, you guys don't want to hear it, trust me. I assure you that you do not want to hear it. So the deck focuses around these samurai creatures as well. Some very amazing equipments, such as the Sword of War and Peace, and I believe the other one is the Sword Fire Ice, and then there's the Uzumatu Jite, however that's pronounced. Let's start off with a Devoted Retainer, 1/1 Boshido 1. So what is Boshido, Force? We've never seen Boshido in the past. Well, my friends, it's basically a creature enhancement whenever the creature becomes blocked or blocks. It gets +1/+1 for each point of Boshido. So, for example, if I attack here and he blocks with his 1/1, this guy gets +1/+1 from the Boshido, and subsequently, you can see right here, temporary boost to power and toughness whenever it blocks or becomes blocked. Now the thing is though, if I wait for him to attack and save it as a blocker, well, I got Boshido with this guy anyway, so I might as well attack with that. So yeah, it makes it so that he does not want to block this for fear he would lose his creature. Because while they're both 1/1s at the moment, blocking phase occurs, this thing gets blocked, Boshido gives it +1/+1, it becomes a 2/2. Now unfortunately that makes it so that, you know, offensively it's not as potent, because unless it gets blocked or blocks, Boshido doesn't trigger, so it's just a 1/1. But it makes it for really good blockers, and it makes it so that opponents don't want to block your creatures early on. And that was a perfect example where otherwise he could have blocked. He has chosen not to. So now I've got this guy. It's a 2/2 pro black, which isn't going to do me much good in this game because the opponent is blue, white, and green. But it's a 2/2 with Boshido 1. So although this guy has Exalted, if he attacks with it, well, he's got another Exalted creature right now. So if he attacks, this is going to become a 3/3. My guy with Boshido 1 turns into a 3/3 when he blocks. So I could choose to block that to go for the trade. Well, I've got this, which is going to give pro red and white. Trying to think if I want to trade with him. Should I just take the 3? Yeah, I'm just gonna take it for now. I'm gonna keep my creature alive. Okay, that's the game plan. All right, so here we go. Turn 3, we can now play the Sword of War and Peace. I think we will do that after attack phase though. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing for 3. Thank you for watching, sir. It's very kind of you. Swing for 3, he lets it go through. We're gonna attempt to toss down the Sword of War and Peace, keeping my fingers crossed that this does not get counterspelled. I actually don't really know much about the white, blue, green deck. I don't remember much of it at all. So here's the Sword of War and Peace. Pumps up a creature +2/+2. I'm gonna equip next turn. Gives them protection from red and white. Also, whenever a quick creature deals combat damage to a player, Sword of War and Peace deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in his or her hand, and you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. Think about that. Now, because it's protection from white, he is going to he's not able to block with his white creatures. This creature will go through with the sword, and he's going to be taking additional damage based on the cards in his hand. It is so good. And then I gain life based on the cards in my hand. So, with all of that said, before I play anything this turn, I'm going to go ahead and equip. We're going to throw it on my 2/2, I guess. And then, again, I'm leaving the cards in my hand so that I gain as much life as possible. We go to combat phase. We swing for 5. He takes 5 + 4, so 9 total. I gain 5 life from the cards in my hand. This is why this deck is so good. The equipments are so amazing. And the other great thing is that I've got ways to search for the equipments, just like this Steel Shaper's Gift. So we're gonna pop this in play now. It's a sorcery. I want to play it during my turn. I can only play it during my turn. And we get to choose which one we want. There are some pretty amazing ones. Sword of Fire Ice is also nice. But this one is so good. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe for the sake... Yeah, we're going to do this, actually. Because we're going to win next turn, I'm pretty sure. So let's just Sword of Fire Ice. We're going to confirm that. And that gets to go straight into our hand. Next turn, we can play it as well as equip it, and we will have the victory. Well, actually, we would have probably had the victory anyways, unless he dumps his hand because of the Sword of War and Peace. So this deck has my Boshido creatures, which are, you know, they're pretty good in and of themselves. But then the equipments are just mind-blowingly amazing. They are so good. The swords are so good. The Jitta is so good, however you pronounce that. So here's this one. +2/+2 to the creature, protection from red, as well as protection from blue. When it deals damage to a player, the sword deals 2 damage to a creature or player, and I get to draw a card. So let's see if we would have had guaranteed victory anyways. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it would have only been 8 damage. He has gained life actually from this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw down our planes. Fortunately, with no red, we can't play any of this stuff, but it doesn't matter, because we're gonna go ahead and pop down the Sword of Fire Ice. Actually, you know what? This isn't gonna do damage to him. Because he is going to block. But the good thing, actually, you know what? We can throw it on the pro-white creature. So we're gonna equip this guy with the second sword. It goes through because he's pro-white. Oh no! No! I hit the wrong button! God damn it. Oh my god, we would have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He would have been at 1 life. Oh my lord. I cannot believe that. That is literally unbelievable. There is 0 reason for me to have skipped my attack phase. I did not do that on purpose, I assure you. I hit tab instead of spacebar. I hate myself. What is this? Other creatures you control have exalted. So it's got like double exalted now. I'm pretty sure this is double exalted, so it's gonna be 3, 4. Okay, so he's not gonna. Well, it doesn't matter. This is pro-white, so this goes through no matter what. As long as I attack with it, of course. So we attack with this. It's pro-white. It goes through. He can't block it. We got 6, 7, 8, then 2 damage from my tick, and I'll have that 2 damage. Why don't I just pick off one of his creatures? Get rid of one of his exalteds or whatever. Because I got fatal damage next turn anyways. Alright, we drew into a lightning helix, which we could do this, and we will do this because it's 3 damage to target creature or player. Turns out, you know, in retrospect, drawing into the lightning helix, I would have been able to kill him this turn, but I didn't know I was gonna get that. So we're just gonna do this to creature, and we're gonna get rid of his thing that gives his other creatures exalted. Just like that. And then we are just going to, I guess, pass the turn. Because this is, unless he's got some mass removal here or a way to deal with, he needs to kill both my creatures. Because even if he kills this, my artifact equipments are still in play. And then I can equip this and swing for fatal next turn. Alright, so that's fine. Doesn't affect me. No big deal. He's gonna Behemoth Sledge. I don't know. I apologize for the random coughing. I still have a little bit of a frog in my throat. It's, whenever I talk, it sort of acts up and get a little cough going. Alright, so he's attacking for 5. I just let that go through. I have really no reason to block it. Life link still would have happened. And he's actually going to equip his 2/2. Unfortunately, though, because my creature has pro-white, again, it's going to go through. So we've got a couple of creatures we can drop in play. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 damage that will go through to him. So we should have the victory right here. Pro-white, he has white on him. So that means that he can't block it. Even though he has green, the white portion of that card still exists. I mean, you know, I should have already won by now if I didn't skip an entire attack phase. All right, we're gonna do this to him. And then he takes damage from the 2 cards in his hand as well, which will be the fatal for the win. Well, there you go. Game number 1 in the bag. Now for game number 2 against Zip the Con? Zip the Con? Zip the Con. I don't know. All right, opening hand. No equipments, but some nice creatures and the glorious glory of warfare. It's really not the best hand, but I get to play first, and it's going to be an Isamaru Hound of Konda for my first card, so we will keep that, because Isamaru is so good. Boshido, 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 Isamaru. That's my song. Isamaru, and I know you, I know Boshido. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. All right, so we have a few different things that we can do. A few things. Probably gonna do the Araba Moth Rider. It's a 1/1 flying with Boshido 1. We get the path to exile to get rid of creatures. I can do that to one of my own creatures actually if I need to get the land for the glory of warfare. We'll see what happens. For right now, I'm gonna make him think that this is an all-white deck. We are going to attack. I can't believe, you know the funny thing is, like last game's mess up, that would have never happened in real Magic because I would have never been just like, all right, I'm not attacking. It's literally because I freaking hit the hotkey. It's really the worst, to be honest with you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drop down the Araba Moth Rider. And I think what will happen now is next turn, if we don't draw into another land, there's a Honor of the Pure, white creatures you control, this is just for him, get +1/+1. So we're gonna see some big old scary white creatures coming into play very soon. Which even intensifies my desire for the glory to warfare. Ooh, you know what though? Got a Steel Shaper's Gift, ooh. Now I'm gonna tap out, because we are going to get something with this bad boy. So what we're gonna do right now, well, first of all, let's attack. Okay. 2/2 and a 1/1, 2/2 and a 1 going through. That's a total of 3 damage. Derp, 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 counting. And then we're gonna go a Steel Shaper's Gift. Search for an equipment. So, this is really amazing. Whenever a core creature deals combat damage, put 2 counters on this. And then I can remove a charge counter to pump it up or to give creatures minus. It is such a good card. It is literally, this card is amazing. It is unbelievable. So we're gonna drop that in play right now so the next turn we can equip and hilariousness should ensue. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage, just needs to deal combat damage, doesn't need to do it to the player. It's not like the sword. Oh, he's gonna exile. Exile's a creature, not a permanent. He's gonna get exiled, this guy with Boshido. So unfortunately, I'm actually kind of in a bind. Oh, what am I talking about? Yes. Path to exile, sucker. And we're gonna do that pre-combat because I want this thing to do damage. And if this blocks and gets removed, damage will not get dealt and counters will not be placed. So we're gonna path to exile this. He does get a land out of the process, but my creature should come back into play. There we go. I can then equip this to my Hound. This guy has Summoning Sickness when he's dropped back in play, so I can't attack with him right now. And then I get to swing with my Hound. Oh man, dealing 2 damage, but the biggest thing is that I also get 2 charge counters on this. So I can remove a counter to give a equipped creature +2/+2. So next turn, I could give him +4/+4. Or I can give target creature -1/-1 until end of turn, or gain 2 life. It's so good. It is so unbelievably good. It's literally unbelievable, that's how good it is. All right, so he played this guy, gets pumped up whenever another human enters, and then he played this after that. Whenever another creature control enters the battlefield, creature control get +1/+1 until end of turn, okay. So that's gonna pump him up once. So he's got 3/3 there. Now remember, I can remove counters to give -1/-1, or to pump up my creature until end of turn, or to gain life. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my lord, it's so good. Okay. I also have this. Tap creatures you control can block as though they were untapped. Good. I can search through for another equipment. I can also play this other guy with Boshido. Now if I attack with this, I can make him a 6/6, so he could go for the trade. But that's not so bad, because then I could also just equip this, and then I would have gotten rid of all of his creatures. Boshido 1, and then I could give a creature minus... Yeah, I'm going to attack with both of these, actually. Well, he's going to go through anyways. Right. Okay, so we're going to attack with both. He's going to choose to block with 1, with 2. No, what the heck? Are you kidding me? I didn't get the opportunity to pause. Oh, there we go. Whew. I was about to flip my crap. I was about to flip out. You have no idea. Okay, let's remove a counter. +2/+2. Let's remove a counter. +2/+2. Oh my lord, I was about to be so angry. I was literally about to be so angry. I am fine now, though. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And wait a second, the counters are still on this? How are, oh, because it did damage. The counters went on, then it went on the stack, did damage, counters went on, then it dropped off. Now, I could equip this right now. I could also just wait to save for blocking. I doubt he's gonna have anything with haste though. So let me just equip this, because I doubt he's gonna have anything with haste. Right, that's what I wanna do. I doubt he's gonna have anything with haste, so I'm just gonna equip that. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. In retrospect, I should have played that and equipped it to that. That's what I should have done. I should have played him first and then equipped this to that. So in case he did have something with haste, I could have blocked it. But I don't think the white weenie deck has any haste creatures. So, but still, it was still definitely a misplay. Good thing is though, I can still use this. It's got counters on it from the combat damage. I can still use this to give something -1/-1. This card is so unbelievably good. This literally makes the deck, and it's this reason alone that I think people in this format might start playing with artifact removal. That's a second Honor of the Pure, holy heck. So this guy's gonna be a 4/4. When it dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. If that creature is human, put 2 1/1 counters on it instead. Okay. Well, that's fine. So I can't get rid of it with counters yet. I could next turn though, which I may very well do that actually. We'll have to see. I can play this. I still have this. And I have this too. Let me do this. I want to search through for another equipment. Get the sword. War Peace, probably. Yeah. Protection from white is the reason I'm going for this one. And then what I'm gonna do, so it's gonna be 2, and then I could go 3/4. Yeah, let me do this actually. Ready? Combat phase. I'm not gonna attack with this one, I'm saving him for blocking. Watch what's gonna happen here. So this goes through. I'm gonna remove both counters. Do it again. Pump him up. Combat damage occurs. Bada boom, bada bing. Then I'm gonna move this over to him. This way I can block and pump him up with his counters to kill that thing. See what I mean? Literally game breaking. I only have 3 lands and look how good I'm doing. It's kind of hilarious. 5/5 flying. Whenever another non-spirit creature you control dies, put a 1/1 creature. Okay, that's fine. Just flying stuff, whatever. Let's see if he swings with that 4/4. He should not. Okay, he chooses not to. got a 7/7 flying though, which is really scary. I kind of need to put this in play and then equip it for me to be able to do anything, really. I need that pro white so that I can get damage through. I can't believe I've been so mana screwed, but it's fine. Okay. So I can make this a 5/5, plus it becomes a 6/6 with Boshido. Let's get the Sword of War and Peace in play now. He's at 7. If I tried to attack with this, he could easily block it. Again, I can just make it a 5/5. So, we're gonna pass the turn. Not attacking, saving for blockers. I can't believe how mana screwed I've been getting this game. I mean, I could definitely still lose, you know what I mean? He's got one card in his hand, I don't know what it is. We're gonna see that right now. That's fine. Okay, now I'm pretty confident that I win. His hand is empty. Hits me in the air, I block that. I'm gonna be giving my creature pro white next turn. Oh, you know what? Well, actually, should I just take the damage? It's only 11 damage. I got 5, 6, 7. I got fatal damage next turn with this. So yeah, I just take the damage. I won't remove any counters. I'll swing through for fatal damage. He's got no cards in his hand, so nothing else can happen. Nothing else can happen. It's fine. We have the win right here. Okay, here we go. Let's not screw this up, please. Pro white, +2/+2. Equip. Okay. So it's a 3/3, plus I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is, that's the kill. Okay. Please don't screw this up. Attack. There you go. And then, he's got no cards in his hand, so I know nothing fancy is gonna happen. Just make sure this resolves. +2/+2, +2/+2. That turns it into a 7/7 for the victory. Whew. Kind of a nail biter. All right, there's game 2. Let's move on to another. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap things up with one last game. This one against Pennywise. For some reason, that's the name of a band. Are you the lead singer of the band, sir? For some reason, I doubt that. All right. Nah. Yeah, it's a great late game card, but doesn't do me much good right now. Let's just draw a new hand. Yuck. Gonna go down to 6. Okay, this is horrible. But honestly, let's keep it, see what happens. I don't know. First thing I'm gonna do is plop down the Terramorphic Expanse for the sake of filtering out the deck and getting a land in play, obviously. We're gonna go with the Plains for that bad boy. And let's just hope we don't draw into any more lands. What could possibly be taking you so long that you are not passing the turn? Is he debating playing a Taunting Elf? Like what? Like what? Okay. All right, so while we could do this, actually. Well, no, because turn 2, we're gonna do this anyways, and then turn 3, we can pop this and then play it. I'm thinking about the JIT. So right now, we're just gonna Terramorphic Expanse, pass the turn right on over. Pass it on over. And then before the end of his turn, we search through for a Plains, and then we drop down this. Turn after, we play this, get the JIT, put it in play. Hallelujah. Right, he's gonna hit 3/3 there. Bravo, sir, bravo. However, my GT is probably gonna win the game. We'll see, who knows. Again, it's not like I had a fantastic start to this game. Here we go. I can't believe I drew another land, but here is my 1/1 Boshido 1 next turn. Play another land, Steel Shaper's Gift, search through for my equipment, turn after, play it on this, hit him for 1, but then we get the 2 counters, and then it's kind of hilarious from there on out. Fauna Shaman. Discard a creature card, search his library for a creature card, put it in his hand, shuffle his library, etc., etc. It's gonna hit me for 3 now. Well, you know what? I can't, I only have Boshido 1 here, so blocking does me no good, and I need this creature for the sake of equipping coming up. And once again, 1 mana, he's making decisions. There we go. Oh, come on with the lands. You serious? Whatever. All right, here we go. Steel Shaper's Gift. Plopping this in play. And actually, red, white, red, nah, this is, I mean, this is obviously the choice, right? It's obvious, right? Put it in play. Glad we have so many lands. I mean, I don't know. With all these lands, I'm still definitely concerned about dying. He can hit me for 5 next turn, or he could use this to search for something. My question is, what am I gonna do with my first 2 counters? I might use it to get rid of the Fauna Shaman. If he doesn't use the Fauna Shaman this turn, I might very well use this to get rid of the Fauna Shaman. Oh, there we go. That answers that question. It's gonna be used to get rid of the Fauna Shaman. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Some more equipment search. Check this bad boy out. Well, before you do, let's play a land. Let's equip. This guy's coming in play next turn. He's so good. Okay, here we go. So we attack. Let's see if combat damage is dealt. Does he have a fog? Nope, he takes the 1. Combat damage is dealt. And I respond. We're gonna get rid of his guy. I don't want him to have the opportunity, I don't want him to have the potential opportunity to tap it. He could tap it in response if I waited till next turn and activate it. I don't want him to have that chance, so we're just gonna kill it off right now. There we go, pass the turn. Yeah, card is so good, so versatile. I'm still at 12 though, and holy crap, that really sucks. 4/4 reach. That really kind of ruins my day. Okay, well, we're gonna have this dude in play. I can't attack with this turn because it will die. So we go with the giant. It's a 4/4. It's gonna give me a blocker for his 3/3. Also lets me search for an equipment card and attach it, put it into the battlefield and attach it to a creature for only 2, which I can do that whole process next turn. But I am at 9. This is cause for concern. This could be the loss for the day. Enlarge, no. Is it trample too? Yes, that is the game. Let's see here. That's 10 damage. I can block 4, 6 plus the 4/4. I can. Shoot. So I can live through this, but I lose pretty much everything. Let's see. So yeah, blocking that with that, 8 goes through. I block that with that and kill it. Okay. This triggers Boshido, so only 8 goes through. I'm at 1. The Jitte is still gonna get pumped up because damage was dealt. 2 counters. He's got a 3/3. I've got my Hound, which I can put the Jitte on. So it's not over. It's not looking good, but it's not over. Oh boy. All right, I'm at 1. I can have myself gain life, of course. I can remove counters. I can pump up. I can give -1/-1. I have options. I have options. Let's see what his play is. He's got 3 cards in his hand. Okay, that's a 4/4. Vigilance Reach. Okay, he attacks with that. I pump my guy up, block, kills, I get the victory. I have 3 counters. I can give his 4/4 -3/3. That's not enough to kill it though. Well, let's go through this here. So we block. We activate for +2/+2. My guy lives. Okay. 2 counters go on. So now it's got 3 counters. If I attack, he lets it go through. But if he lets it go through, I have enough counters to kill that. So I think I want to attack. I want to attack, because I'll have enough counters to kill that. And if he blocks, then I just pump up and kill anyways. So we attack, actually. We attack. I don't give him the opportunity to remove it next turn and then attack me for 4 for the win. He does not have that opportunity. So he's really thinking here. He's probably reading the jitter right now. He's trying to figure out what the heck I can do. This thing can do so much. It's literally, it's the winner. It's the winner of this game. All right, so he's declaring blockers. No, he doesn't. Let's it go through. Let's it go through. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. So here we go. I've got 5 counters. I just need to do this 4 times. Let's make sure we get it right. There's 1. Here is 2. Here is 3. Here is 4. Remove 4 counters. Give target creature -4/-4 till end of turn. I am still alive. I don't know how, but I am still alive. Well, yes, I know how. It's thanks to one of the most overpowered cards in the game. Oh my lord. All right, let's see what he's got up his sleeve now, huh? I've managed to whittle him away somewhat. He's at 16. He's gonna search through for a land here. He's got anything for 4? Yes, Green Sun Zenith. He's gonna get something in play for 3. Is it in play or in his hand? Puts it on the battlefield, okay. Let's see what it is. So he had 4 lands, 1 green, X is 3, so he's searching his library for a green creature with cast cost 3 or less. He gets a 1/1 indestructible. But I think minus counters still kill it. Indestructible. Permanent can't be destroyed. If the spell's effect would destroy, nothing happens. This is not destroy, this is a counter. I think this works. I'm gonna trigger this now. I'm pretty sure minus counters do it. Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Drawing more lands. Literally, I've drawn all lands and like four other cards this deck, this game, and I am still like, I'm still winning. Not really. I'm at 1 life still. He's at 14, but holy moly, holy guacamole. I have no idea. All right, we got 2 counters now. So it's gonna allow us to make him a 6/6 next turn. If he plays anything bigger than that, then we are in trouble. If he plays anything bigger than a 6/6, we're in trouble. Otherwise, we're still alive. And I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, Primal Crux, Power and Toughness equal to the number of green mana symbols. He has got 5, because this thing costs 5. Oh no, that thing costs 6. It is a 6/6. Shucks. That's not an, I can trade creature. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I'm gonna have to trade creature. Does that have trample too? I'm screwed, I'm screwed. He's gonna play something next turn. It's gonna be bigger than a 6/6. And then I'm screwed. I drew another land. Well, you know what? If I attack and he lets it go through, I've got 4 counters. I can gain 8 life. But actually, if he blocks, I gain 4, 5, 6. That's not enough. If it attacks and goes through, I've got 4 counters. I can gain 8 life But if he gets any more than 2 green mana symbols in play next turn, then he's got fatal damage anyways. So I think I'm pretty much screwed here. If I block, I can only block 6 damage. And I think that his damage resolves before the counters on this that I can then use again. So I think I'm screwed. I think my best bet is to attack. I think that's my best bet here. Because remember, if I block, all he has to do is play something with 1 green mana symbol, which I'm pretty sure he can clearly be able to do. I really think this is like my only play. Okay, let's see what happens. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, I can gain 8 life, which will put me at 9. 2 mana symbols. I think I still live through this, actually. Hilariously enough. Let's wait till he attacks. Okay, here we go. I mean, I can't fathom anything that I could draw into that's gonna change my situation. But we're gonna gain 8 life, which will put us at 9, and then we'll be down to 1 after his 8 damage goes through. But yeah, we're pretty screwed. The fact that this game is as close as it is, like that I'm still in it, with only drawing. Remember, I only drew 4 non-land cards. You may say 5, but the reason I have that 5th is because of the Steel Shaper's Gift. Wow, and another land. Alright, well there's no more counters that I can remove. This is just a 2-2, so that's the game. So we're just gonna pass it over, and he gets the win. That's really unbelievable that I was even doing this well. And you might say, Force, you have way too many lands in that deck. I've only actually got 23. So, I got complete mana flood this game. Come on, stop fooling around, you win. You don't need a Green Sun Zenith for anything. Just attack me, please. Thank you. All right, well that's it. I'm actually not that disappointed by this loss. Again, given that I only drew 4 non-land cards and that it was even relatively close is kind of unbelievable. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap up this episode of Friday Night Magic by taking a look at my deck list for Sword of the Samurai. Like I said, 23 lands. I don't think it's too many, especially since 3 of which are Terramorphic Expanses, which are better than typical lands because they let you filter down your deck, making you more likely to draw into non-land cards. But anyways, we got 3 of those. We have the Isamaru, Hound of Konda, 4 of the Devoted Retainer, nice early creature. You know, and the best thing though is that it gets me something in play for me to put an equipment on. Path to Exile, nice removal. Steel Shaper's Gift lets me search through for my equipments. 2 of those in there. Hand of Honor, it's a 2/2 Boshido 1, which is also pro-black, which is nice. Have a Flying Boshido 1, just another creature to equip. Same thing pretty much with the Battle Mad Ronin, just another creature to equip. Now, we've got this thing, a game winner, something that let me live in a game that I very well should have died in much sooner than I did. The Kona's Banner, you didn't get to see this in play, but I've got a lot of legendary creatures, so this can only be equipped to legendary creatures, but if you put it on one, creatures that share a color with it get +1/+1. Creatures that share a creature type with it get +1/+1. So I've got a lot of legendary creatures. A lot of them are human samurai, and for that reason, this thing can be pretty amazing. The Lightning Helix, nice removal plus some life gain. I didn't play, I think I did play 1 of those, but geez, given that I have 4 of them, I'm surprised I didn't draw into more. Masako the Humorous, it's a 2/1 with Flash, which means I can play it as an instant, and it allows me to block with tapped creatures as though they were untapped. Especially good given that my creatures have Boshido. I play this when, you know, during my opponent's attack phase, they're not expecting it. I can block and pick off creatures. Just another creature to equip. It's got First Strike and Boshido 1. Sword of Fire Ice, amazing. Sword of War Peace, amazing. Oathkeeper, pretty good. It's a equipped creature gets 3/1. If it dies, return it. Return that card to the battlefield under your control if it's a samurai. However, if this card dies, the Oathkeeper, if it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, exile equipped creature, which kind of stinks. But not a lot of people run artifact removal, so it's really not much of a worry in this format. 3/3 Boshido 1. Also, when it attacks other samurais I control, get +1/+1, again with a cough. Famika the Low Blood, it's a 3/2 for 4. Great thing about it, though, is has X Boshido, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Creatures your opponent control attack each turn if able. Forces your opponent's creatures to attack, giving it Boshido based on the number of attacking. Allows you to block and pick things off. Glory of Warfare, nice equipment. During my turn, my creatures get +2/+0. During my opponent's turn, they get +0/+2. 2 of those. Balefire Liege pumps out my other creatures, also lets me do damage when I play red spells, gain life when I play white spells. Equipment Search. 5 lands for 4/4 Vigilance, doesn't tap when it attacks. I can tap 2, search my library for equipment, put it onto the battlefield, and then attach it to a creature I control. So I can attack with it, and then during that same turn, use it to equip a creature and get an equipment in play. Boshido 2 with a 3/3 for 5. I can sack it to give samurai creatures I control double strike until end of turn. Boshido 2 for 3/3. Each other samurai you control gets +1/+1 for each Boshido it has. And then last guy, the Godu Bandit Warlord, it's a 3/3 for 6. When it enters the battlefield, I search my library for equipment card, put it onto the battlefield. And also, when it attacks for the first time each turn, so whenever it attacks, I get to untap all samurai control, and then after the first attack phase, have another attack phase. Yep, 2 attack phases, 1 turn, not too bad. All right, guys, that's the deck list here for my Sword of the Samurai deck. Thanks so much for joining me here on Friday Night Magic. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Magic the Gathering. Also, please subscribe if you like gaming at all. Subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep watching and keep owning.